I was on the phone by the roadside when a little girl suddenly crawled into my suitcase. Her eyes were filled with fear. I looked in the direction she pointed and saw a big man running toward us. To protect the girl, I quickly zipped the suitcase shut. Soon Tony stopped right in front of me. He asked if I had seen a little girl. I stayed silent. Tony seemed to sense something was wrong. Then he quickly said he was just playing hide and seek with his daughter, but I didn't fully believe him, so I casually pointed him in another direction. He walked away, but not too far. I was still worried about Annie, so I opened the suitcase again.
You sure it's not your dad?
No, I'm scared of him.
Unfortunately, Tony saw everything. He realized I had tricked him and ran straight toward me, demanding I hand Annie over. I stood in front of the suitcase and refused. I told Tony I would call the police, hearing that he had no choice but to back off, but I didn't know he was secretly following me. I soon arrived at a restaurant. When I went to the restroom, Tony followed me inside. I had just helped Annie into the bathroom. When Tony appeared at the door, I quickly locked it, then pulled out my phone and called the police. After making sure Annie was safe, I decided to face him alone. When I returned to the table, Tony sat right across from me. He pulled out a gun and threatened me, telling me to hand over the suitcase. Just then a waitress came over with the menu. I made a secret gesture asking for help. Thankfully she understood. She handed me her phone. I quickly typed that there was a little girl in the restroom who needed help. Lisa read the message and quietly went that way. After she left, Alan pulled out his gun again. His eyes were cold and full of menace, but what he didn't know was that Lisa had already rescued the girl. Once I was sure Annie was safe, I told Alan he could check my suitcase. When he opened it, he found nothing inside. Then he realized the girl must be in the restroom. He rushed there without thinking, and I took the chance to lock him inside. Alan pounded on the door in rage, while I left to meet the arriving police. Not long after, they arrested Alan, who was trapped in the restroom, and the crisis was finally over.